Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you happen to be. This is another episode of Hong Kong House of Cards. I am your new narrator, Tiger Richardson. Tonight we find ourselves at the Emerald Mother, where events usually are going by. It's been a quiet few days as of late, and I guess everyone's just popping in to see what's going on.
All right, so I'm going to be bringing in Arthur.
Alright.
Is he going to roll in with Jason, or is Jason already there?
Um, he can roll on with Jason, that's fine.
All right. So Arthur and Jason will show up in the Mage Mobile, go through security, head on inside, and Arthur will order a cream soda.
Jason will order an apple teeny, easy on the teeny.
You've watched the Scrubs, haven't you?
Fucking love that show.
It's so good. I know. Bill Barkeep, of course, will give Jason a weird look at that and say, "Do you want actual vodka, or should I just make it all to Kuiper sour apple?"
Surprise me.
He'll throw some ice in a shake tin and mix up some DeKuyper with some vodka and pours it out. Then adds a cherry at the bottom and a sugared candied piece of green apple on the rim. Arthur just looks at it and goes, "Fancy. Didn't know this place was coming to a martini bar." Yeah, well, we try to cater everyone.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's earned his tip tonight, honestly. Like, this is a lot better than I was expecting.
Yeah, just I made it a little easier than usual, so if you want more, just let me know.
Alright.
Arthur's gonna take the cream soda and go, "Is this old Brooklyn? Man, I haven't had this stuff in years." Bill's just like, "Yeah, boss got it in special since you stopped drinking and all." Arthur will down the whole glass and say, "I'll have another one of those." All right, so at this point, Kim, if you want to have Adriana show up, or let Jason talk first, and then Adriana can show up.
Oh no, she can go ahead.
Okay.
She'll walk in to Arthur downing the cream soda and getting another one and say, "Slow down, you don't want to get cavities."
Arthur's just like, considering the damage probably done to my liver and most of my internal organs, cavities are the least of my problem.
There's
Yeah.
also diabetes.
Diabetes are in fact a motherfucker.
Yeah, but Arthur probably weighs about $150, so it's probably like, yeah. But if I was gonna have diabetes, it would have been by now. I don't think late onset type 1 is in my future.
That's fair.
And there's Joey.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Arthur, Jason, and Adriana are at the Emerald Mother.
I don't think you've actually met Adriana yet. I don't know.
I was in a scene with her, but I didn't actually meet her, so.
Oh, okay.
So what brings you in tonight, Adriana?
Oh, there's things I gotta do. I'm starting up a museum. Is there any, broken artifacts you would like to contribute?
Broken artifacts. Well, not. I'll look around see if I can find anything. Unfortunately, the place where I could think to find some is currently being overtaken by the technocracy.
That's a problem.
Yeah. It's the former temple where the previous meeting place was.
So pretty much not a place we want to go look at right now, or possibly a place we want to go look at now before it gets too bad.
Well, from what I understand, Jolie and Fang already made a surprise visit there, and it ended up with Fang driving a bulldozer through the place.
Oh, well.
So if we go back there, we're probably gonna get scrutinized.
Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't try to run a hella old bitch over like I did.
I mean, it should have worked, all things considered.
Well, at least her bulldozer turned out alright. I'm still waiting on my new car from my sire.
That's fair.
It would have already arrived. It would have been sitting outside sitting outside the chantry this morning. So, in fact, you probably pulled up in it. Which, if you've ever seen a GMC Acadia, it's actually one of the Denali package ones with the Bose sound system, the wood inlaid steering wheel, and the all weather seats.
You got the nice one.
Yeah. Basically, there are people that would, pay money for aftermarket what you got for standard.
It's pretty good.
Do you want to hop in now, Joey?
Oh,
Okay.
Jonathan will show up in the bar. I mean, he walks in his suit, but it's a bit more casual than normal. So he looks like he does on the overlay with the nice blazer and everything. And he'll walk over and sit at the bar.
Adrian will get a Bloody Mary, and Bloody Mary sends the Mary, and then he'll look at Jonathan. So what can I get for you tonight, sir?
Just toddy on the rocks, please.
He'll mix it up for you and set it in front of you. On the rocks, huh? Okay. And it'll be given to him on ice. Arthur takes a sip of his cream soda and looks around. So, no murders?
I'm very surprised.
Don't jinx us, dude. What the hell?
I'm just shocked. I'm guessing whatever happened with Celeste may have done more than what you guys thought it did.
I mean, it makes sense if she's a bit more careful now after getting a fucking car driven into her.
No, I don't think that's what it was.
Oh, come on. Jose Van character. I worked so hard for that car and it just thrown waste like that?
Yeah, you're probably lucky though. I just can't think of. I just don't think you need to make that a repeat. I don't know how many cars your sire is willing to buy you.
Besides, aren't you fucking loaded? Like, why didn't you just buy your own car?
Because I ran over the lady. She told me to be like, hey, you need to put it. And so make us even.
That's fair.
Just glad you didn't do it with Jason's van. That would have been a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta tell Proteus if we see Celeste to not run her over. Remind me to do that.
Well, I'll make sure I'm there to back you up just in case.
Yeah.
I can just tell him what happened to my vehicle.
Just give him
That
a
might
picture.
scare him, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's.
Well, once there was a car, now there is not.
No, like somebody melted it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Jacob apparently showed up and melted it to slag so that it could disappear and not be a breach of the masquerade or whatever.
Man, his ass is everywhere.
Yep.
Or I don't want my vehicle to be connected with this ritualistic murder.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that.
So there was another murder, I'm gathering.
Yeah, Celeste murdered someone out in the open, and members of this city's supernatural societies tried to attack her in the face, and, well, from what I understand, it wasn't a pleasant situation. Adriana was there. She can fill us in.
Oh yeah. So went up there with a shark dude, the troll that was on fire, the cat dude, Mircha, me, and I lost my car. The shark dude lost all his teeth and ran away, and the cat dude took her to the what is it called for shifters?
Kimbra?
Yeah, the Umbra, and she disappeared. Still mad about my car though.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's kind of weird when somebody gets hit with a car and the car shatters around them and she doesn't seem to be hurt.
Dude, I got more hurt than she did.
wish-
Probably not.
I wish I could have healed you. Unfortunately, I lack the ability to do that for vampires. Something about your genetic makeup is different.
Or the fact that we don't have a heartbeat.
So, Jonathan, what's been going on with you?
Yeah.
I notice you're not falling in love with everybody.
Yes, that was a magical item I possessed that I was unaware of its full effects.
If this were D&D, it would be a cursed item and you'd never be able to take it off without the help of a cleric.
Well, luckily we aren't that childish, I could say.
It depends on which one you're talking to, because I've met some that are pretty childish, gotta say.
Yeah.
I imagine those were probably Puka.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny when you tried to make it out with Riker.
Who hasn't
Dro-
tried to make it with Riker, though?
That's true. I mean, dude's banged a demon, so I mean, come on.
Riker's an
He-
asshole?
He's done a what?
Yeah, that Ziva chick, the demon that used to run around here before she ran away. Well, first of all, was hot, but really creepy, trying to get people to make deals with her, sign pacts, and things like that. Well, Riker took her out and nailed her.
I'm going, and Jonathan kind of mutters under his breath, I'm going to have a talk with that boy.
It's okay,
He's
he already
sick the
knows.
fuck.
And it's not like he signed anything with her. As far as I know, is that body and his body just beating out of rhythm together, whatever you want to call it.
It's not like you can really talk. When we went to go rescue Arthur, you were like all and ready to go whenever Coppola said, "Hey, sell your soul to me, and I will free him."
Well, at the time it seemed the only option.
There's always another option, which we proved pretty clearly.
Yep.
Granted.
To be fair, I don't know if Coppola is more like. From what I've seen, Coppola is more like what's his fuck? From the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Davy Jones.
So, are you 7?
Davy Jones is all like, I'll grant you a wish if you serve 100 years before me. That sort of thing.
That's my cult roll for Coppola.
Alright, your spec in demonology would not apply because he's not actually a demon. But that is a freaking amazing role. Kupala is a spirit of balance and elemental harmony who supposedly is the lord of all elemental magic and elemental spirits. So golems, ifrits, sylphs, naiads, anything that would be considered an elemental spirit he is in charge of. You also know because you are Tremere and because Tremere make it their business to know about other forms of blood magic, that pacts with Kupala are the ways that the freaking evil Zamis are able to wield their own form of blood magic.
Alternatively, you know that she's an ancient Sumerian goddess of fertility.
Yeah.
So does she?
No, it's yes and no.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, because there's Kapala the goddess and then Kapala the world of
The
darkness.
primal spirit, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's on the level of an Incarna or a tribal totem.
Yeah.
I wonder if Mitra knows about him.
Who
That
Kapala?
might be interesting to ask him about that.
I mean, it makes sense. He's one of he's one of those not quite flesh crafting fuckboys, but related to the flesh crafting fuckboys, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, fortunately he's not a flesh crafting fuckboy though. Or else Jahi would probably have killed him by now.
I probably would too, if my nearest cousin was a flesh crafting fuckboy.
Yeah. Anyway, we're the only, as far as I know, the only two flesh crafting fuckboys in the domain are, Dust and Celeste.
Jonathan reaches back and lightly whaps Arthur on the back of the head.
What?
Not supposed to say his name, remember?
The wards in this area prevent him from hearing us say his name.
Alright.
I've made a few alterations after Fuckboy started hearing us.
Because fuck that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. So I guess with the whole you running her over thing not working, that kind of throws one of our theories out of the window.
So, very old art amongst vampires.
So how do you kill a vampire that, shit shatters off of?
You know what doesn't shatter, Arthur? And Jason's just gonna get like a huge grin on his face.
What doesn't shatter?
Fire. Fire doesn't shatter.
That's true. Fire does not shatter. Flaming things would shatter, though.
Well, yeah.
So,
We have
basically
magic
means
for that.
what?
Making things on fire. And making people on fire. And making
Me
fire.
too. Fire's
Well,
fun.
what I'm saying is that if everybody's planning on Agent Adam Phoenix to save the day with his flaming sword of fiery doom,
Oh, fuck no.
yeah, he hits
I
her
would-
with that once and it breaks into pieces.
I wouldn't trust him to break me out of a fucking technocratic lab. Like,
And then
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Adam- and then I kill Adam for breaking the treasure.
Hmm.
Sounds like we got a deal. Or she kills him. Either way, I'm not too...
no, I was just gonna
About
fucking
it.
throw fire at her because I can do that with magic.
Well,
Considering what happened with Bosco being summoned last time, you guys didn't have any lengthy conversations with Celeste bitch, did you?
the what?
You guys haven't had any lengthy conversations with the flying fuck bitch, did you?
No, we heard her doing the ritual and a fight ensued.
Alright, so one thing we gotta figure out, did we figure it out how she was able to get Bosco to come to her? Of how Chloe was able to get Bosco to come to her?
It's another ancient vampire gift. I think he knows about it.
The character I know, the main character I don't. Adriana probably would though. It's a pretty common one.
Especially if she has it.
No,
What?
she's Tremere. She doesn't have it.
Hmm.
However, there's an entire ritual based around defeating that particular discipline.
I wasn't there. What happened?
Well, Bosco apparently stood up and said, "I need to go find someone," and walked out. So people went after him, and he went straight to Chloe, who I guess is a bruja.
She's a witch?
Brujeria would be witch. Bruja is, I guess, a clan of vampire.
Well, a Bruja. Bosco had a lengthy conversation with her before. Sounds like
No, but Bosco was affected by her powers of emotional manipulation on 2 separate occasions.
That sounds like presents. Me.
Okay. So he didn't have to have a lengthy conversation with her just because she used her presence on him. She could summon him whenever he wanted, whenever she wanted.
Yeah.
Has anybody been around this Celeste chick when she was using presence? Is there any way to know?
No.
I mean, I didn't start feeling anything weird for her anytime I've been around, but I can't think of any times I've actually been around her.
Well, usually she's been appearing as that ghostly apparition and throwing fire and pain from the sky. This is the first time that anybody's actually encountered her in her physical form. And, weapons broke off of people, including, I guess, Adriana Sharks. The Baihong, the were shark, bit her and his teeth shattered. That's horribly disconcerting. What's a shark supposed to do without teeth?
Gum people to death.
Well, then, Crazy Lady made him frenzy and attacked our own, and we knocked him out.
Vampires can do that?
I guess the really, really old ones can.
And it's been well established that this chick is ancient as fuck. So how do we go about killing her? Some people have suggested rooting her into place. However, rooting her into place means we still have to deal with her on a physical level.
My mentor suggesting that if we root her in one spot, it would force her to use all her power against us, and, well, we're not strong enough to face that threat.
Who is?
Godzilla.
Oh no, there goes Tokyo.
Well, I asked my mentor for help, but she's not quite sure she'll be able to.
Why was she like used to fuck him or something?
I think it's more possibly the Celeste chick's pretty nasty, and I mean so's probably her sire and everything, but there comes a time when one person's more bigger and nastier than the other, and it's just like, I'm not gonna fuck with them.
Oh, yeah, it could be. I don't know, with, female Tremere, they've always seemed like the hot librarian type. No offense, but,
It's very accurate.
Do not the natives have elders among them to protect their holy places? Would they not be capable of stopping this Celeste?
Well, the problem becomes getting one of them off of their holy places in order to attack them. and dealing with the uncertainty of, while I'm gone, what the fuck's gonna happen?
Hey,
Or we lure her to one of their holy places.
No, that would be a bad idea. She kills one innocent on that holy place, and it transforms into a fucking infernalistic hellhole. That's the problem. Keeping
hey,
her away. Oh, what's up, Art? What's up, Adriana?
you know that node we saved?
Yeah.
It should be good to go by Saturday for you to, I guess, claim or something, but the inside construction will be done in like a month.
Okay, that sounds good. I can help purify it and reconvert it.
Well, that's the one we managed to stop him on, I think, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You say you want it opened?
Well, I mean, if it's beneficial for the Terror members, sure.
Well, the problem is I can open it, but I can only transform it into my type of energy. Like if you wanted to give it over as a dragon's nest, you'd have to have one of the higher level Kuei Jin or Hessian do it. If you wanted to make it into a freehold, you'd have to have one of the Fae do it. And if you wanted to have it become a cairn, which probably wouldn't happen because it'd be right smack dab in the middle of the fucking city, you'd have to have a guru do it.
Wait, there's a node that hasn't been claimed by anyone yet.
It's a nascent nexus point that the Infernalists were trying to open. We stopped them and Adriana took it over. Apparently the person that was being used for it was a Nosferatu ghoul. Ugly motherfucker.
That's not very nice.
He's a nice guy.
No, there's an issue of who to allow to protect it.
Well, apparently it's being made into a homestead for the offices of the Tarot Council as well as a new meeting hall. So it's not a matter of who claims it. The property is owned by Adriana. She bought it fair and square, so she can decide whoever the fuck she wants to claim that particular nexus point.
All right.
I'd personally rather leave it sealed.
I was simply thinking with it could perhaps help solve some of the issues between my people and the Xi'an.
What? No, the issues with the Hessian that you are having, because I know what you're talking about, because I've talked to the Mandarin, I've talked to the dragons. It's not simply a matter of you guys having freeholds separate from the dragons from the drag nest. It's the fact that your glamour's invading the dragon lines. It's not something. The only way it could happen, it could be changed, is if you guys all left and all the glamour was cleansed out of the dragon lines and replaced with chi. That's just what I got from the Dragon of the West Wind.
Don't you guys have that weird magic? You said you were talking to Banu one time, and you said you would give him a dross a day for bodyguard.
Oh yeah, we can do that kind of. Sometimes our nodes or whatever tends to make its own task or dross or whatever you want to call it.
And then all it takes is somebody suitably empowered and familiar with the energy processes to convert it. It's not always an even conversion, and it's not always an easy one, but we can change it into another form of energy.
Yeah.
I'm planning on writing a new book on it called Gnosis, Glamour, Quintessence, Who the Fuck Cares?
I pulled out some glamour from an old like gesture at the Emerald Mother. It's tingly. I like it.
Yeah, it makes me hallucinate.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of the point when we give it to prodigals.
I mean, it wasn't really given to us. Riker just said, "Hey, can you help me out and pull some more of this out?" And we were like, "Yeah, okay." And I did.
Why does that sound familiar? Glamour.
Glamour is well, if you're thinking Wicca, there's a tradition known as glamour, which is a minor illusory alteration to a physical form, like making your eyes change color, your hair change color, that sort of thing. The Fae people use it as the fuel for their energy. It's their own separate form of quintessence.
Well, the thing is, she's been enchanted before. She just doesn't remember being enchanted because.
Right, and she won't remember unless she's
Yeah.
re-enchanted again.
Your Bengals. That is ridiculous.
Well, at least we have some ideas. I'd like to see how possible it is to set her on fire.
Wait.
Not you, Celeste.
Sounds bit weird. But could you summon lightning?
Yes.
That would be the purview of the Forces mages, particularly of the Order of Hermes. Being Jason, the newest member of House Flambeau, whose goal is not to, catch fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I've done it before.
Some of our kind can do that as well without reality imploding them.
The traditional fire.
Well, multiple people hitting her at the same time is better than just one person hitting her at the multiple times.
Or I'm sure I can speak to our weaponsmiths and have them concoct a gun that shoots lightning.
Yeah. This sounds awesome. Can I get one of those?
Or we can form many. Our weaponsmiths are quite imaginative. I'm certain they can come up with a weapon that's specialized for killing vampires.
Oh, rude.
But no, you can't. Did you not get the whole weapons shatter when they're used on her?
Lightning can't shatter unless she has some sort of force field dissipating.
If you swing a lightning sword at somebody, it's going to shatter, regardless if the blade's made of lightning.
That's why you make a lightning gun and we shoot her with it.
It isn't a thing. The knockers regularly make lightning guns and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's thinking like not medieval fighting, which is why he's referencing the knockers rather than House Dugal. Of course, I could.
Yeah.
Okay, that was out of character. But back in character, he goes. Of course, I could ask. We might have to make a quest, but I'm certain we could form the materials to make a weapon that creates sunlight very easily. That shoots rays of sunlight.
Would that work on it?
Can you just get some UV lights?
No, as you actually know that UV doesn't work on vampires like it does in Blade.
Well then, I'm gonna backspace on that.
Okay.
Would the stake still work on her?
Stake? Yeah, you just have to get it past her heart. Or you'd have to make sure it didn't shatter on her skin. It is technically a weapon.
Yeah.
Or we could call a dragon down on her.
Yeah, because let's fuck with dragons.
In the middle of a very populated city.
We can always take her outside of the city. The dreaming is stronger outside of the cities anyways.
But we can't take her outside of the city because wherever the land touches the rest of the land, there's the wall. If we try to take her out to sea, we're on uneven fighting territory, and she's a magical flying bitch.
And of course, the Fae that live in the sea are dead or won't help.
Yeah, poor Pelagia.
Yeah.
The Mer have little sympathy from the She. At least from the She I've met, they have little sympathy for it.
From what I've heard, most of the local Mer are dead.
Yeah, when the deep water facility went up.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, Jason just said, from what I've heard, most of the local Mer are dead.
Yeah, from deep water facility spreading all that shit around.
There was one that was floating around the city, pardon the pun, but
She
yeah,
died.
yeah,
Adam's
wasn't,
daughter.
yeah, wasn't great.
There's nothing we can do about that, though. I wonder what we can do. Whatever we have to, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like we're in that situation again where it's like we're trying desperately to think of a way to stop all this shit, but it's like we really don't want to sound like negative Nancy's over here, but every time we think of something, it's just like, well, no, that's not gonna work because
Yeah, we have the same problem with Deepwater now. Deepwater's got its energy projector for the wall operational.
Yeah.
But how do we fight a freaking underwater in the Marianas Trench technocratic laboratory that's probably got more guns, hit marks, and detonating explosives than, freaking North Korea?
Probably vampires. They don't need to breathe.
Well, no, they tend to re-educate your kind. Or experiment on them.
Yeah.
No, odds are good what's sitting down there is going to be worse than just vampires.
Probably hit marks if we're lucky.
If we're unlucky, we could be dealing with drones.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking the little fly-in fuckers. I'm talking about the ones that used to be supernaturals.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Not to mention any amount of enlightened scientists that are members of Iteration X, since apparently that's where all the fun shit's made.
I mean, I believe it.
With my luck, they'd have bound a paradox spirit to a plasma thrower and firing superheated paradox all over the places.
Hey,
How badly would that suck?
Didn't you summon the paradox spirit once?
Yeah, it was a terrible idea, and I'm never doing it again.
No,
Definitely not.
What if you sent him to the technocrats?
It's unlikely it would listen to me.
There's also the fact that the technocrats are immune to paradox because everything they do is in consensus with the Tellurian. That'd be like taking a ghoul, giving him a gun, and sending him to kill his Dometer. Does that make sense?
I mean, that has happened before, so...
Yeah, but it's pretty unlikely.
It's not likely that our kind can take the dreaming there. The blue paths are not the safest.
And plus, it's probably so banal as fuck that you'll, like, forget who you are within getting 10 feet of the damn place.
Yeah, that's probably why the Mer Society down there died. They had their face selves banished by all the banality.
I would simply say to get Faye within sight range, or someone who can transport things, and transport bombs onto it.
That would involve bypassing its premium armor.
Which is its own motherfucker.
premium
And
is
don't use magic. Use normal weaponry. Normal
no
bombs.
okay with their laser defense grid and their torpedoes. Adam's already confirmed that they have those.
Then we hurl thousands of rocks at it so that they can't possibly target everything at once.
Dude, that would work. An avalanche or underwater avalanche or like you could have
No,
an
because then we run the risk of pissing off Cthulhu. We don't need him waking up. I don't care what you guys say. Dude's down there and dude's gonna be pissed off if a
No,
rock
dude,
hits him on the head.
he's in fucking Rilia.
Why
which is
don't?
up
Why do
in
you think we do
Antarctica.
not take the blue paths?
Yeah. What'd you say, Jason?
He's in the lost city of Rilia, which is down in Antarctica.
No, that was the Elder City. Relia is in the Marianas Trench.
Is it?
Yep. You're mixing Call of Cthulhu within the Mountains of Madness.
Can we ask him to help?
Cthulhu?
I mean, U.S. Earth needs to help.
Cthulhu's not really. Well,
Cthulhu's not about helping. Cthulhu's about spreading madness and awakening the old gods. And God help us if that
So
happens.
he'd be perfect for changelings. Out of character.
yeah, technically, but
No, because the stuff he would summon would be freaking nervoses.
that's true too.
So he's shadow. He's just really powerful shadow court.
Yeah.
Got it.
He's the thing that the Shadow Court worships.
Like out of character, that's why the blue paths are so dangerous because they go underwater through human dreams of what lives under the water,
Yeah, fuck that.
which normally are fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Fucking dolphin rig games and shit.
Lake Titicaca shark that has the penis that's 9 inches long and barbed. So basically, we need more research.
Yeah.
There are times when I wish I could just huck her at deep water and see what would happen.
Perhaps. Could we learn its true name?
Whose true name?
The true name of the facility. Everything has a true name. Or even something as simple as the true name of its defenses.
Well, I don't know how the technocrats work like that. I know that if you try to affect them on ways that are supernatural, the premium armor tends to say, fuck you.
You must have a
Because
true
premium
name.
is literally
assume.
a substance.
What'd you say?
Because premium is literally a substance of anti-magic.
Yep.
It's hard as balls, and if you try to do anything to it, it tells you no, go fuck yourself.
And it tends to burn everybody.
Which, you know, if I remember correctly, when Adam got captured by one of them, he couldn't teleport out. So that means that it not only blocks our magic, it blocks his too. And yours.
Out of character, I have a solution that nobody would fucking like, but I'm not a shifter, so I can't think of it, so I can't say it.
Then don't say it. I keep remembering the old adage, don't summon anything bigger than your head. Don't summon anything you can't put down yourself. Or is that just me?
You know, that's generally a pretty good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Really, it's ones we gotta ignore sometimes, but if we're gonna do that, we should, make sure it's a spirit that'll be friendly. Like me in uniform.
Yeah. Or me and Undine.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm on that good of terms with Mother Widow, but I can always ask.
Yeah.
How badass would it be if a bunch of loons showed up and lasered the shit out of her?
Pretty cool shit. Holy shit.
If the sun had a spirit, I'd say that would be the better place to look, especially as a sun spirit most likely
That would be Helios. We don't talk to
vampires as well.
Helios. The only people that talk to Helios are Korax.
Dude, let's get Gust.
Do you think Gus could convince Helios to do something for the city?
No, but he might know somebody that could.
Well, if you see him, we need to text his ass, tell him get his ass over here, so we can talk to him. I know he's been busy with all the other bullshit. It's not easy being the keepers, the seeker of secrets.
And, holding down a military job on top of it.
Yeah. If only there was... How do we even know that sunlight would affect her? She's that old.
Yeah, she'll still sleep during the day.
Well, that's fine, but with
Okay. Trying to think. What
What's
about
up?
the long sleep? Would you know about that?
Long sleep.
Where vampires get so old they can't state their appetite and they just
Torture?
No, she's talking about the Methuselah's curse,
Oh, yeah.
where the weight of the blood weighs them down so much they have to sleep. Technically, a vampire of the 4th or 5th generation would suffer from that, but they could be awake for 5 months before they'd have to sleep again. It honestly depends on their path.
And what about, could she say that? It makes sense, or?
That might be... How much Kindred Lore do you have? Because that may be a bit beyond your purview.
Yeah, because it's not exactly... Like, Methuselah knowledge isn't exactly a common thing, I wouldn't think.
You'd
I
need...
got 1 dot of Kindred Lore.
Yeah, you need higher level Kindred Lore. You need like 3 to even know Methuselahs exist.
Okay.
Because it's not exactly something the Camarilla goes out openly espousing. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of antediluvians, and they had children, and their children are our ancestors, and those ancestors are still walking around somewhere.
And one of those ancestors is a fucking local abomination. Get fucked, kids.
You tell that to the Geru, so the Geru go frenzy on all the vampires in the city. Hashtag just she things.
Well, maybe if we can't attack her body, we can attack her brain.
Don't you have magic for that?
Yeah, but unfortunately there's certain things that don't work on your kind. And as well, we need the type of magic that works on it. Right now, the most I could do with my magic is summon spirits and push her into the Umbra.
But when Chase did that, she immediately did her disappearing thing.
Yeah, so that basically is a... Well, just in case we need her to fuck off. It's not a permanent solution.
Is there...
Might say some lies.
Yeah.
So, from what I understand, this Umbra is rather like the dreaming in that it is... instead of manifestations of dreams, it's manifestations of concepts, yes?
Yes and no. It's more... Do you understand what pantheism is?
Vaguely.
Pantheism believes that everything that exists has its own spirit, whether it be a spirit of a door or a spirit of a dog or a spirit of, Jesse Owens. All those spirits exist, and they all exist in the varying levels of the Umbra, whether it be the Dark Umbra, the Deep Umbra, the Abyss, etc., etc.
Even rocks have them.
What?
Even rocks have them.
Yep. Yeah, Mirch is apparently friends with them. I thought that was cool.
So what?
I said Mirch is apparently friends with them. I thought that was pretty cool.
No.
Is so has to be friends with
Other.
rocks.
I'm sorry.
That makes
Spirits of
them-
Rocks. He's friends with Spirits of Rocks.
Oh, that's even worse.
What were you going to say, Jonathan?
Are there? I know in the dreaming you can find dream realms and such. Are there things like this for concepts or spirits in the dream in the Umbra?
Well, it's not realms that are created by thought. It's realms that are created by history. There are numerous different worlds within the Umbra, numerous different places within the Umbra, most of which are dangerous even to Guru, and Guru are the most frequent travelers in the Umbra. I did spend about an hour in Erebus one time burning myself in molten silver because of a stupid uppity demon bitch that wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. Couldn't get the smell of silver off of me. Ruined a perfectly good jacket and a perfectly good pair of jeans.
Well, you mentioned earlier a spirit called Helios. I'm assuming this is the spirit of the sun.
You
Yeah.
said a river of molten silver?
Yeah.
Could we force her into it?
If we could force her into anything, which has been previously established, is probably not going to happen.
That's kind of the vein of my plan. Now,
No.
I'm assuming this Helios you spoke of is a powerful spirit, correct?
He is. However, in order to get there, I would have to travel through the deep Umbra, through space, survive it, and then survive being close enough to the sun so I could talk to him.
Like, you
No,
understand?
Not even that. Now, if it's a powerful spirit, does it have some sort of demands within the Umbra?
Yeah, it's exactly where I said it was. In space.
You got the lowdown on how everything has its own spirit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Helios is the spirit of the sun, which means that his home is literally the effing sun.
Yeah. He's the spirit of a giant floating ball of plasma.
Even if I tried to get there, I would probably die of old age and exhaustion before I got close. There's a reason why the technocrats created void ships.
Yeah. We should talk to the Sons of Ether about that.
Yeah, because I'm sure that's not a sore subject for them. Did I ever tell you about the son of Ether that made his own DeLorean? He wanted to be called Doc Brown. Fucking dumbass. Exploded, of course. Didn't properly turn the ethereal energies. Of course, he could have gone back in time and changed something so drastically that a paradox corrected itself by destroying his car before it could do anything. You never know.
Yeah, that's one of those things. It may have happened, but we'll never know about it.
Yep. Sorry. Well, the only person that I can think Helios would actually listen to is Gust. And there's still the problem with actually dragging him away from Saul.
I would say just simply transport her there somehow.
Yeah, because it's obviously easy to make a centuries-old vampire go wherever you want her to.
Well, actually, Could Gust visit this place?
Could
He probably have an easier
Gust-
time with it than us, but
I don't know if he could even get close enough, though.
Just close enough to get to the realm where he could collect something from it.
like what?
Anything.
Well, he's got his sunlight
Anything that would
bullets, but
allow
that's
a
virtual.
connection. Anything that would allow a connection.
The hard part about that is that the sun is the ball of plasma, which doesn't really not
And it's
exactly
a
conducive to really anything.
it's a constantly exploding ball of hydrogen and helium gases forming a surface temperature that's hotter than most people can actually conceive.
Could we, if we forged him a container that could hold a beam of sunlight, could he collect it? Could he get close enough to collect a beam of sunlight?
I don't think there's anything you guys could forge that could collect, because we're not talking about a beam of sunlight. We're talking about a streamer of plasma. You want to catch a beam of sunlight, you go outside. You want to get close enough to capture something worthwhile, you have to get right up on them. I know that Gust has his sunlight bullets, but from what I understand, he's very protective of them, and he's the only one that can use them. Some kind of pact with his father. Besides, showing up with a bunch of sunlight's going to be a real good way to piss off the other vampires in the city. I'm not just talking about the Camarilla and the Sabat. I'm talking about the Kuei Jin too.
What if we could make something that like directly affected her pattern or something?
It would require heavy amounts of matter and prime to do that.
Mm.
You said that.
I understand that the Celestial Cores have a ritual that does direct pattern damage.
What's it called?
Flames of Purgation,
What's the magic behind it?
prime and forces.
I'll try and find a way to make it work for me.
Alright. Hey, you may want to ask your mentor about that, because maybe the choristers passed that shit around.
It's possible.
And
actually-
Or you could simply ask them to perform it on her. If you can't perform it yourself.
there are no celestial choristers in the city.
If only.
Do you know any out of the city that could be brought in? Evidently, our kind can teleport in and out of the city, so perhaps we could bring them with us.
The problem would be everything that's supposed to be happening over here is secret and not supposed to get out. The more...
I'm gonna step
could.
outside and make a phone call.
Okay.
We could enchant it. We could enchant the choristers so they would forget.
But I don't know any chorister capable of using it.
Hmm.
It's not a common thing for them. I just can't run around every single celestial chorister and say, hey, do you know Flames of Purgation? Nope. Okay. Know anybody that does? Nope. Okay. Alright, so Adriana's going outside to make a phone call?
Yep.
Who is she?
She's gonna call Serena.
Alright, so Carlson picks up. Yes, Apprentice?
We're talking about the crazy bitch lady that broke my car again. With the black, was it called the Black Flames or Black Fire, or
Blackfriars.
the Black Fires be of any help?
Possibly. The only problem is that I can't reach them. Apparently there's something going on in Los Angeles that's drawing their attention.
Hmm. Also, I think Jason got promoted. You should congratulate him next time, if you wouldn't mind. He's got a big ego that needs to be fluffed. And he seems to like you, and he's really helpful to me, so it would be helpful for me to
Well,
have
next
him.
time I talk to him, I'll congratulate him on his promotion.
He's like House Flambeau or something.
You'll hear a sudden catch and just say, make sure you're about 20 feet away from him when he starts using magic. I've heard of that house. They're similar to the houses of House and Clan Tremere. That particular house is well known for catching fire and exploding for using particularly vulgar forms of magic. Things that our kind don't have to worry about.
I'll certainly try to remember that.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, there was another thing, it's like, he told me his order, I guess, but he didn't want to tell me about it.
The Hermetics and the Tremere have a sordid past. Some of them are well aware of it.
Well,
So, best not to concern yourself too much about what he chooses not to tell you.
okay, that works.
Everybody has their secrets, Apprentice, remember that. Oh, by the way, Noelle's in the city. She may be stopping by.
Alrighty. I'll certainly try and make her feel welcome.
Right. At that point, you'll see Noelle start walking up, wearing her usual black leather attire with flaming red hair and blue eyes. What's going on, cuteness? Yeah, I'm here to get a drink. I need one.
This place has plenty of good ones. Bosco's here. Favorite is the vodka.
Just straight vodka.
You'll get like one of the tall beer glasses.
I'm in the mood for something for a little more dangerous.
Apple teeny, martini.
So she's gonna pat Bosco on the shoulder and walk in. Hey, Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
You see someone walk in looks exactly like Chloe.
And she's talking to Adriana.
She's talking to the Tremere. But it's black biker leather gear, red hair, blue eyes, pale skin, with a devious smirk on her face.
Yep, I'm rolling willpower. Spending willpower and a glamour to invoke the weird.
Okay, it doesn't work.
So he can't invoke the weird.
Not in this club because all offensive actions are prevented.
Invoking the weird isn't offensive. All it does is reveal the true faith form.
Okay. Alright then,
Hey,
yeah.
You remember Noel?
So, everybody all suddenly notices that Jonathan goes full battle Fey mode.
Yeah, he has his armor on. He's more posturing than anything, but he's keeping an eye on this one.
You see Noel look up at you, or the chick look up at you. What the fuck's your problem, elf boy?
You look like the one that we need to kill.
At that, Jason's just gonna like get up in between them, raises his like, guys, there's been a misconception here.
You mean my twin sister, who you guys already killed?
Alright, hold up.
And you see that her eyes are starting to turn green.
Guys, please. Can we not fucking... Actually, no, we literally can't do this here, guys. Stop fucking... Alright, stop waving your dicks around. Yeah, we get it, you're a big old badass mage, and we get it, you're a big old badass Fey Knight or some shit. Like, no one cares. We're all cool here. It's all good. Chill.
You see the other Fey in the bar looking very nervous. I just came in to get a drink and talk to my favorite person. Well, one of my favorite people. And you started getting uppity.
Okay. Look, Jonathan, this isn't Chloe. Chloe's dead. This is her sister. She's alive. Arthur and I have checked. It's all good. Noel,
Jonathan.
Jonathan, he's had some shit happen recently. We're all a little tense.
I'm not the one that went full on fairy.
Your eyes started going green, which is almost just as bad.
I know. Remain calm.
Yeah.
Remain
We're all
calm.
cool.
So
We're all
she's
friends.
going to sit down at the bar and she's going to order a blood of Cain.
Jonathan will nod at Jason's assurances, and he'll simply adjust his armor and sit down. Well, like he'll adjust his armor so he can't sit down. Like he doesn't adjust it to look better. He actually adjusts it so he can sit down.
Arthur's just going to go, wow. Testosterone. I didn't think Faye had it.
No, but we are protective of our people, and when I saw her, she looked like the one that tried to kill me last time, so it was at least precaution.
Yeah,
Well-
like we're not saying it was unwarranted, but we just like
Chill.
yeah, like she wouldn't have been able to come in here. Period.
Yeah, because when Chloe tried to come in here, she got booted out. When Celeste tried to come in here, she got booted out. I think even Dust has tried to come in here and it's gotten booted out. So
No,
at that
like,
point, Noelle just flutters her lashes and says, "I'm just a sweet, innocent little mage girl." And at that point, Arthur just laughs.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, Adriana laughs as well.
So this purple drink that looks the color of blood gets set down in front of Noelle, and she just tosses it back like it's nothing. Everclear and cran grape.
That just sounds. I never liked cranberries, even when I was human. That just sounds.
It's not bad. It's a little tart. You don't taste the Everclear though. The cran grape's too strong. And she'll order another one. At that point, Arthur's gonna be like, "Well, there's stuff going on. Bad stuff's going down. We need more Power Rangers in the city. What can you tell us about Celeste?" At that point, Noelle just sighs and rubs her head. As much as I hate Celeste, she's not the one who did what happened to my sister. My sister did it all on her own. Celeste actually just found her and adopted her. I blame it all on Mommy. Mommy was never good to us.
What'd she do?
Oh, she whored us out. She,
Oh.
well, pimped us. She beat us. She brutalized us. She succeeded in turning my sister, tried to turn me.
Bullshit.
This was after she was turned by some fucknut. Fucknut Bruja. We survived. She became an Infernalist Bruja, I became an Infernalist Mage. You know how it is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't because I've never been through that, but
Well, the Blackfriars were able to fix me. Wait, these Blackfriars, they know how to cure... They know how to cure the call? No, not exactly. They destroyed my pact. Defeated the demon that held me in thrall. My avatar's still twisted, but it's not fatal. It's not dangerous anymore. As a matter of fact, I'm hoping somebody will learn how to cure this shit so that when I die, I'm not going to fuck over another generation. And you see Arthur's eyes just kind of soften a little. that point, he stands up and says, "I've got work to do," and he'll head out of the bar. Noel will just look around and say, "Did I say something wrong?"
He's just got chronic hero syndrome.
Chronic what?
Hero syndrome.
That can't be good.
I mean, it's led to him getting his ass blown up like 4 or 5 times within the past couple of months. So yeah, you're right.
Wait, is he the one I keep hearing about getting dosed by docs on a regular basis?
Yeah,
How is he still alive?
magic.
Yeah. What is he, a life mage or something?
Yes, as a matter of fact,
Really, I got a spirit sense off of him.
he's pretty good at that too.
Well,
Noel, while I have you here, I have a node in my possession. What did Arthur call it? No, like
Seal one.
a Nexus node or something?
Exoseal.
Nexus seal. And I was wondering what would be the best way to use the energy within this node.
well, think about who you would trust with that energy, and then have it attuned to them.
And like whenever she says that, like Jason's just gonna like slide in behind Adriana, like
Well, you've got to volunteer. Unfortunately,
The guy that blows stuff up with fire, Mr. House Flambeau?
yeah. I'm learning to not blow myself up.
oh damn, you're a flambeau. Never mind. Fuck that. We don't want that place. We don't want that place going up now, do we?
What? No, like I'm being taught by a master of House Flambeau who's learned to do all that shit coincidentally. I'll have you know.
Wait, there's a master of House Flambeau.
Yeah, I know. I was
What's his
surprised
name?
as hell too.
What's his name?
Master DeSalle.
Atrian Desal?
Yeah,
He's still alive?
yeah.
Damn.
Looking
He used to
spry as
date
ever.
his son. Until he hooked
Yeah,
up with that Verbena chick. And then she turned to Fandus. And that wasn't fun.
Yeah.
By the way, I am formally Banny Order of Hermes.
Oh, really?
Yep. Banny House Bonasagos.
What was it?
Banny House Bonasagos.
Oh, okay.
They're the primary prime users.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the scandal back in the 60s about a female member of an Order of Hermes house like Bonasagos, but I pulled it off.
I mean, you know, women's lib and all that.
Well, I had bigger balls than the rest of it.
To be fair, that's not exactly hard of a sample I've met.
Yeah.
Like Johannes.
Who's Johannes?
Some guy actually named Jones, but no one listens to him when he says that his name is Jones.
So they call him Johannes?
Yeah,
That sounds like a bad joke.
it is, but it's funny as shit.
Sounds like. And I never knew a Johannes back when I was Bonasagos. Of course, I was only Bonasagos for about, 2-3 years. Then I turned evil because mommy whored me out.
Fabulously.
I mean, she's seen me in my work attire.
What?
Kim said, like, oh, I knew you two would get along fabulously, and I said, well, she's seen me in my work attire.
No, I mean, if you want to make it a mage node, that's fine. Just make sure you got somebody that knows what they're doing when they open it. Because you can open it normally, or you can force it open like the frickin' Celeste and her bitches have been.
Arthur's been the one cleansing and closing them.
Well, it doesn't take as much effort to close one as it does to open one. Especially if what he's doing is undoing a ritual.
I mean, I don't really need it. I'm friends with the unicorn, so I'm usually pretty alright.
But I'm trying to figure this out so everybody would have access to whatever their energy needs are
Oh,
for this.
that's gonna be a lot more difficult then, because at that point you're gonna need someone on hand 24/7 to convert it to. Oh, you need clamor? There you go. Oh, you need gnosis? There you go. You need chi? There you go.
Sounds like you guys would need a chorister or a member of Bonasaglis for that.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you get that adept Johannes guy to fucking do it.
Maybe. Jason's actually gonna like. Can it be assumed that Jason like has Jones' number?
Yeah.
Okay, he'll go ahead and text him. He's be like, "Hey Jones, got your name right. Now do me a favor."
He'll text back. Yes, you got my name right. Doesn't necessarily mean you get a favor. What do you need?
How well versed are you in Prime?
It's my primary.
Oh, fancy that.
I am a member of House Bonasaglis.
Man, coincidences are just too good. All right, here's what's happening.
By the way,
What?
Yeah, Joey. Oh,
You just muted.
okay. He's like, here, here's what's going down. We have an unopened node that we need opened, and we also need someone to attend to for the purposes of the Tarot Council. It's kind of a, you know, refilling station, I guess.
So you want me to assign an apprentice to handle this?
I mean, if you can't open it and do it yourself, I guess, or if you don't have the time, yeah, that's cool. But
Well, I could open it, but I've got a lot more duties than just attending a node and giving people the energy they crave.
that's fair.
I think there's a disciple of my order that might be able to do the proper transformations. Particularly since he's one of my house. Let me figure it out. If he'll listen to me and stop calling me fucking Johannes.
You want me to talk to him?
No, I'll do it. It's my house, my order.
I'll suplex him.
Let's not invoke
Fucking
violence
do that.
upon the lower ranked members of the Order of Hermes, please.
I mean, technically, I'm the same rank as him.
I'll still take care of it myself. I'll let you
Alright.
know. Knowles just looks over and says, so, and now, Joey, if you want to do what you were going to originally say, go ahead.
I was just gonna send an out of character note. Adriana would remember whatever she was trying to remember earlier from when she was enchanted, because she's technically enchanted right now. So
Yeah.
I was just looking that out.
That's true.
Oh yeah. Hey Noel, do you have any way for me to remember this dreaming stuff?
Honey, I can't even remember it myself. In fact, I'm remembering a particularly groovy little situation from the late 60s that involved me, two she, a satyr, and a dryad.
Oh, that sounds like a fun time.
It was.
Was the satyr named Harold by chance?
Yeah, actually, why?
Jason's just gonna like give shifty eyes over to the satyr bouncer.
The satyr's like looking at Noel like he's trying to remember where he knows her from.
don't fucking worry about it. It's all right.
He'll just nod.
Oh, that was to Noel.
Oh, Noel's just like, yeah, well, it was fun. I guess they probably dead by now or shifted to another body or something like that. I don't know what the fuck happens with them.
I think
Did you know that satyr males have goat penises? I didn't know that. I found it out though.
I did know that because I work here, and it's a strip club,
That sucks for you.
right? I mean, I
Sorry,
get to
Jonathan, you were gonna say something?
Jonathan is just he just goes. It's why they're the popular ones for that sort of thing.
I didn't say he was hung like a horse. I just said he had a goat penis.
I know.
He's actually kind of small. She had a bigger one than he did.
Yeah, is it Harold again?
Harold just shaking his head and then trying to think of something and just goes back to watching the door. Well, as much as I love trips down memory lane, I've got some more work I've got to prepare for. She'll down the second drink, shake it off, and just say, I'll keep you guys in mind. I think I may have something that'll help with Celeste. I have a ritual that I can use that can take away one of her physical abilities.
That'd be super handy. Holy shit.
Maybe I won't have to learn another vehicle to save people's lives.
Yeah.
The only problem is that I'm not sure which one. It's going to be a toss-up. Fucking hate working with entropy, but sometimes it's all you have to use.
It's true. I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't touch the stuff, but
Yeah. Who does in your city?
a couple people actually.
I may need their help. Maybe I can sway things in favor of a certain outcome.
I mean, I can ask them, but it's probably kind of unlikely that your way of magic is the same as their way of magic.
That's true. Well, have a good night, guys.
See ya.
Right?
She'll get up and she'll walk out.
Jonathan he watches her leave and then kind of visibly relaxes when she leaves. By the way, have any of you guys actually seen him in his Fae form?
Jason
They
has.
don't remember if they did, but they remember it now.
Yeah, but I don't think Adriana has. I was just wondering if I need to describe out of character for the players.
Oh. I feel like I have, but
I know Arthur has, but I don't know about Jason. I think
Yeah,
Bosco has though.
Jason has because they went. I think he popped it when they went to rescue Arthur.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So Adriana would be the only one that hasn't seen your faith form before.
Okay, so basically he looks like Thranduil from The Hobbit in his armor. Like he has that sort of armor with a sword hung on his belt, and he has long hair with gems woven into it, and the crown of his head is his hair is woven into a diadem shape, and he's just as pretty as he is normally, but just in a different way. Like his features are sharper.
He's a free elf. Alright, guys, I'm gonna head out. You guys keep playing. Have a good night.
Okay. See you, bro.
Hey,
Yeah. So whenever she leaves Jason, I'll also just kind of like lean back against the bar and look at Jonathan's like, you good?
for now.
All right.
Aren't you gonna scare the people or something?
They'll forget by tomorrow.
Most of these guys are changelings too, so they're probably used to it.
They were more worried, I'm sure, by the fact that one of the knights thought danger was nearby than actually the fact that I had called upon the weird.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's not like this place doesn't have super good defenses.
Noted. Right.
You got the wards up.
My thought was if she found a way to enter the bar, then she'd somehow bypass the defenses we would need to fight.
Well, one of the defenses is Bosco. Admittedly, he has gotten press and stuff before, but
And also, Bosco knows me.
yeah.
I wouldn't let the crazy one in the bar.
Jonathan Nolan Klein said that.
Though she is deeply saddened by the loss of her sister.
Yeah.
No. Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, family's family regardless of what happens, what fuck ups they make, especially if you've made the same ones.
No, the trip to hell together and back.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing.
Hmm.
So, we need more information. I gotta figure out this whole flamesification thing. And maybe the node thing or something, I don't fucking know.
Did your friend say she or he would help or something like that?
Oh yeah, he said he'd open it, but he's got other shit to do than be a, you know, fucking currency exchange. Yeah, Jones is cool with the idea, but it's gonna assign an apprentice to it. Which actually I could probably do the same shit myself, but
You want to do character stuff instead of sitting around all day.
I have more important shit to do.
Jonathan's just kind of sipping his drink now with his leather gloves on, just kind of watching you guys just talk.
Yeah, if you want to analyze their behavior, she's treating him more like a little brother than anything else.
Yeah. And Jason's just being his usual shithead
Yeah.
self.
Prize on what? Fuck, my nature is like prankster, isn't it? Let's see.
The what?
His. I
Oh,
thought it was trickster, but that's his unseelie legacy.
yeah.
Is like the trickster one, so we're good.
Awesome. As long as he's not unsealy right now. But yeah.
Not right now, which he could be because he's unlimited, but he's not.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
So he looks at Jason, and you have a character. I'm having a brain fart. Libraries. You have libraries, correct? On vampires.
I mean, I know a couple things about a bunch of things. I'm not like a huge vampire in-depth knowledge guy.
Do you perhaps know someone we could study with? It seems that if all of our people that were involved in trying to solve this issue were a bit more informed on more generalized basics, more than just basics on vampires, it would be beneficial to the as a whole.
I can't help
Why not?
because I would get killed.
Oh fuck. By who?
My person, the sire,
What the fuck?
where we keep secrets, and if any of those secrets got out, we could be destroyed as an entire clan.
I'm not asking for the basics, like everything to know about your clan, just basic stuff about vampires.
Basic stuff about vampires.
You know, like your powers and shit, stuff to get around them in this case.
Well, I would have to find out stuff about it too, but
Mm,
like I told you about the teleportation thing about her having to go through hell after asking her a million different questions.
that's true.
Like,
Yeah, that's
you have to process the information and see what I can and cannot tell you, and that takes forever.
man, you fucking vampires are complicated. All I think is like, hey, is this
Nah,
shouldn't be told to most people? No, then I ain't gonna say it. Hey, is this a thing that's okay to tell people? Yeah, alright, cool. It's that simple.
I understand the logic. I would be killed if I started spouting the secrets of my house.
So would I, but it's not
It's-
hard to tell which ones are, murder-worthy secrets.
It's a more intense version for my kind of vampires.
Your Tremere bullshit or whatever.
Yeah,
Uh,
like we keep secrets more intensely than anybody else.
From what I've heard, it seems like your, what do they call them, clan? Are rather similar to my house.
Clanmates?
Your role in vampiric society, as far as I understand it.
What are you asking?
He's basically saying that, from what he understands, Tremere are pretty similar to how Silunid out of characters. Basically, what he's saying.
because yeah, limits are like their clan or their house flaws that they take they're at a higher difficulty when dealing with other changelings because everyone thinks they're like lying, secretive pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm. And they're also like the spell weavers and stuff. And
Yeah.
Jonathan will, he's kind of watching the other changelings at the bar and glinting back at you guys every once in a while. And after he finishes his drink, he'll bow to the two of you very formally and head up to the freehold because at this point I'm pretty much ready to just take the hangout out of character. Because I think in character they're kind of talked out. Hello?
Okay, there we are. Sorry about that. We froze for a minute.
Yeah, it's okay. You didn't miss anything. Basically, all Jonathan did was bow and bid you guys good night and then headed up to the freehold.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I guess we can end it. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. 'Cause we had a couple tonight. We will see you on the next episode of World of Darkness House Cards. Everyone, have a good night.